Hey guys, welcome back to AFK Journey. In today's video, we are talking about the Astral Fair event. I've had people asking me to cover this, my thoughts on it, all that sort of stuff. I went away for the weekend, so Saturday, it's almost midnight Sunday night here at the moment. Friday, I was going to prepare a bunch of content, but my internet was out for about 10 hours. It's been a horrible couple days for content creation, but I am back now, and I would love to talk about the event, but as you can see, I had a busy weekend. I was doing stuff, I was away with friends, and you know, the times I was logging into the game, the event was not active. But dude, this event, let me know if I'm out of touch, but I feel like this event is not it. The time gating in this event just doesn't make sense. Now, I've heard from people that the trivia quiz, the time gating makes sense because it's like everyone's in the square and everyone moves to the X or the O and answers the quiz together and you can see where everyone moves. And I've heard that it's like actually really cool and engaging. But for Sorting Stall and Century Quest Expo, it makes absolutely zero sense. The other thing is I logged into my game during one of the windows, previous windows, and it said that the sorting stall was available. It took me to the sorting stall and then it said, it's not available yet, even though it was during the window. So I believe it's only the first 15 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'd love to have more definitive information, but like the event's just been pretty much horrible for me. Now, I did put out a community poll over on the YouTube community, and if we go over here, this was just what I said. What do you guys think of the new Astral Fair event? Add extra thoughts and comments. We do have a ton of comments. We've got 28 comments with 800 votes, which is probably a pretty high ratio. Once again, it is only 825 votes, but I feel like that's enough to get a general sentiment. So good rewards, but bad time windows, both being bad. Wait, no, what was that? Bad rewards, but good time windows. Yeah, no one's 2% on that. Good rewards and time windows, and then bad rewards and time windows. So I think the time windows are the thing that are heavily disliked in this event, and I completely agree why. I had to look through a bunch of the comments as well to see what people were saying, and that's where I found, like I said, that people were saying that for the trivia quiz, it kind of makes sense. You know, they're trying to get engagement in the community. It is a cool, fun thing. I feel like for this one, you just have to run it every hour, and then whoever can make, like at the start of the hour, every hour, and then whoever makes it whenever they make it, even if it's not as big of an event with so many people attending, like then, you know, people can get into it. But it feels frustrating. Dude, I don't even know how to say it. Like, I feel like they don't know what the game is meant to be at this stage. Like, is it meant to be an MMORPG where you have time gating and you have to really dive into the world and be there at certain times and plan your day around it? Or is it meant to be an idle game? And I feel like at its core, it's still meant to be an idle game with a little bit more flashiness to it. But like an event like this, I feel like it doesn't hit the mark. And once again, I am happy to be wrong on this take. But the fact that like, just because like, and you gotta remember, like it happened to me. I haven't been able to time myself for it because I've been away for the weekend. I've only been logging in, doing bare minimum dailies and stuff like that. I haven't done a campaign push in 2 days or anything like that. So I've been busy, but it's an idle game, so people are always busy. Like, people work during the week. Maybe they're in the middle of work and they can't log in to do the event. Then they get home, maybe they have something on, so they miss that window. Then it's time to go to bed, they miss that window. Like, I feel like I don't know what the angle of this event was. Once again, I do think the rewards are pretty decent when we look at getting a 10 pull. If we can buy out the shop, that would give you 20 pulls from the event plus 5 stargazers. I think that is a fairly rewarding event, and I'm happy with those rewards when we compare it to the other events that we've had so far. So I do like it. I do like that there is something to do in this event. But once again, the time gating, like something like the Sorting Stall and Century Quest, why can that not be? If you want to have all these weird time intervals, like you can still have them, but just have like the next stage of it unlocks at this time and then it stays permanently. Like I said, the trivia quiz one, people said that it was quite fun when you got into it and you did it and everyone was like on the server moving from X to O and stuff like that. Cool. But it feels like it's just not hitting the way they have intended it. And this leads me to another thing which I have rambled about several times, and I'm sorry, this is literally just a ramble video. I'm just shooting from the hip here. I feel like they need to have a test server. I just don't know why they're so hesitant when you look at AFK Arena and Dislight, their other two main games, both have this system where they have one region of the game, where that region's version of the game, which anyone can download with APK and stuff like that, is the test server. It's what I play on AFK Arena. It's the test server. It gets everything a week early so we can test stuff out. And they can get feedback before it goes to global, and this type of thing annoys a lot of people because, like I said, I once again, I could be pretty wrong, but from what I'm seeing from the comments, from my DMs, from Discord groups, like people are not happy with this event and the time gating thing. And if you had a test server and a few people could get on and test it, yes, it affects them, but then they get compensation for, you know, the fixes and stuff like that. Then you can fix this sort of stuff before it goes to the masses and find stuff out. But I'm just, once again, if you guys think this is an amazing event, maybe it's just me because my time constraints, but from what I've seen so far, I feel like they need to implement a test server as soon as possible, and it should be like number one priority. There's like a million things that the game can do to be better, but I feel like they just keep releasing things that are poorly received, and they're just like going willy-nilly at slapping them out there and hoping they get well received when you could just have it released a week early on a test server and go ahead and see how it goes. The other thing is, and once again, I come back to the same points every time, and it's honestly frustrating. So we've got Soren's banner ending in 4 days and 10 hours. We have not had any sort of promotion, hype up, anything about a new banner. I'm assuming we have a new banner starting when this ends, but we still don't know. We haven't had any sort of hint at a new character, anything. There's been absolutely radio silence on it. And I'm like, guys, it's less than 5 days away. Like, are you gonna start promoting something? Like, I just don't know what the angle is that they're going for, and it is so weird. So I feel like we have to start getting some promotion for a new character, hopefully in the next day or so, because once again, it is 4 days and 10 hours. So that is something else I'm just like absolutely gobsmacked at. When we had a few character releases now, and every time we've said the same thing, I just don't know what's happening. So I'm waiting to see what's happening there. And the other thing I was thinking about, and let me, I do apologize for this being just like a complete ramble video, but I've just been having some thoughts, and because I've been playing AFK Arena as well, like I play AFK Arena, I see like some of the systems that they have that could be really well implemented into this game, and I'm like, there's just so much opportunity for this game to be fantastic, but I just feel like there is no communication. Once again, we have not had a great communication. Like they do a couple dev notes, but I feel like they need to have like a dev note where it's like, listen, we've heard feedback. You know, it's been a bit, you know, hit and miss with the season launch. It's the first season we've ever tried to implement as a company. Here's what we think we've done well. Here's what we think we've done not so well. And here's what we need to work on for the next season. And we would like your feedback on some of the ideas that we have. Maybe they will do something like that, but I feel like that is needed. We need communication from them because at the moment, it is just feeling so left in the dark at the moment. It is ridiculous. But one of the thoughts I was having is like your AFK stages are like a core part of the game. Like this is one of the main things you do all the time. And I feel like the AFK stages, instead of being this screen all the time, they could literally just make it like a similar thing to what AFK Arena has. So AFK Arena, you know, when you're in a chapter, these are essentially AFK stages, for lack of a better words, for those that haven't played AFK Arena. And AFK Arena just doesn't have the overworld. It's just basically AFK stages and that's it. But AFK stages are broken up into chapters, and it gives you a sense of progression in this when you look at this compared to looking at something like this where it's just like node after node after node after node. Like it's not visually exciting. The other thing is in AFK Arena, you know, like when you complete a chapter, you can go ahead and you can get chapter rewards. So then I feel like if they could do something with separating the AFK stages into feeling like chapters with a little bit of a visual representation, considering it is a core mode of the game, and giving like extra rewards based on progression, I feel like that would be really cool. And once again, I'm just taking inspiration from AFK Arena because I feel like if it's in the company, like they have the ability to do it. So they have the other things that are called the peaks of time, and you unlock these once you reach certain chapters in the game. And basically, they're little exploration world things. You don't have to do them in a certain time, but they're little like puzzle-based things that you can go around, you can do, and you can get some really nice rewards. I feel like they could implement things like these, but instead of having it in like an instance, they could go back to the map and like the traditional map that we have, and you could go over here and you could go to one of the old maps that we have, and they could implement like a story-based puzzle-type solving event that, you know, once again, don't have it like on a 3-hour time gate, but like have it like, you know, here in the map, and like over here there's like some things you got to do, and they add some puzzles to the map, and that would give us re-exploration of the old map. It would give us a little bit of engagement, and it would give us more rewards to do. And once again, if you tie that sort of thing into the AFK stage progression, then it gives you that sense of achievement for the AFK stage progression and stuff like that. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of ideas, because at the moment, like I said, I feel like this event in that implementation, they could be using the world that they have, make like exploration type events inside the world so that you can revisit the world and do that sort of stuff. I feel like there is opportunities to really expand on it. But at the moment, once again, I do think this event is not bad. I do think it's not bad. Good rewards when you can get 20 summons and 5 stargazers. The trivia quiz seems cool. I'm not going to get this one because I'm going to go to bed before this starts, because that starts at midnight my time and I need to get to bed. But the other one's like, it's another sorting stall and sentry quest. So it's like, why the time gating? I don't know. I'm just going to shut up now at this point, because I don't know if I'm actually making sense with what I'm saying anymore. I'm just a little bit frustrated with this event, and I wanted to have a bit of a rant session on it. Let me know what you guys think. Am I out of touch? Am I stupid? Should I just be accepted? Like, just be like, hey, it's cool. Just like set an alarm, Vulcan, you idiot, and just stop being a bitch. I don't know. But when I see that many people complaining, and in my DMs, and then myself, I have 0 points of activity when the event's been on for like over a day and a half. It's kind of frustrating, guys. But anyway, that's the video. I apologize for a shit video. I'll get back into better videos tomorrow, but I just had to have a bit of a chat about it. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.